Guys, it's Sarah, and today is Booklist Thursday. This is a video series I do with my friend Lindsay over at Lindsay's Little Library. And every Thursday we bring you some sort of list or book topic that we feel like talking about for the week. And this week we're going to talk about some standout debuts. Now, these are books that were the first written by some of our favorite authors. Some of them are books where the author has only written this book. Can we have more, please? Yeah. And for being debuts, these really stood out because they were so well written and just so very good. And for an author's first published work, that's a big deal. Okay, so we are going to start off strong with an oldie but a goodie, which is The Help by Catherine Stockett. This is still the only book that this author has written. And I wish she would write more because this story was phenomenal. And her writing is phenomenal. I have very vivid memories of reading this book and just loving it so much. I was laughing out loud. I was getting frustrated at points. The movie adaptation of this is phenomenal as well. Not all of them are. They can be iffy, and I always get scared when some of my favorite books get adapted, but this one was fantastic. But this follows three women who are Black women, and they are working as household helpers, we'll say. I don't want to say maids because, I mean, they kind of are, but they help in some wealthy white families' homes. It's not an enslavement type thing. This is set, I believe, in the 50s or 60s. 62. Okay, so 60s in Mississippi. And they are friends, and you see them get together after their shifts and kind of gossip and everything. They're also very heavily involved in the children's lives in these households. And then we are also following a woman who is a white reporter, and she is wanting to get their stories. She's like a journalist. And so they're kind of like hesitating on that because they don't want to get in trouble and like actually tell their feelings. But yeah, so it's phenomenal. The next one I have here is Wayward by Amelia Hart. This author has since written another book called The Sirens, which I have not read yet, but it is on my shelves and I would really like to. But I loved Wayward. It was fantastic. This is following three different generations of women in this family and how they interconnect and how they were seen and viewed through the lens of the assumption that these women are witches, like actual witches, and practice witchcraft and everything. And they are set in different time periods, and you can definitely see the difference in the way that they are treated over the different time periods, and it's very interesting. So yeah, but it was phenomenal. The characters were great. The time periods were wonderful. And I thought it was great. Hey, one author that I have read everything that this woman has written, and I have loved everything this woman has written, and that is Ashley Winstead. Her debut was In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, which I still feel is one of her stronger books. And she writes in a couple different genres right now. She's writing mostly in mystery thriller, but then she also has written in some romance. And then her new release that's going to be coming out next year is kind of more of a literary fiction type thing. And it is a group of college friends who are coming back for a reunion. Something has happened to one of them in the past, and they're coming back together now, and there's some more information coming out about what happened to one of their friends. And so you're seeing them kind of reconfronted with the past and what happened, and something happening currently as well at the reunion, and how they're handling all that. So it definitely goes back and forth, but it was great. I loved it. Okay, next one, we're going to go fantasy, and that is Malice by Gwyn. This was the first book this man ever wrote. I cannot believe he came out swinging with this. Like, oh man. This is an epic high fantasy. It is seemingly set a very long time ago. We're talking like, Viking era. And we are following a young boy named Corbin, who is basically the chosen one to defeat this very evil being who was trying to make a comeback and using people as his pawns and destroying kingdoms. And there's a lot of war in here. There's a lot of battle for property and for kingdoms. And, everyone's trying to steal this power and try to get power over all of the realms. And Corbin is actually the chosen one by the good spirits. And so you're seeing him navigate all that and deal with that because he's very young. He's a teenager. This book series, I'm on book number 3 right now. It's so engrossing in the story and where the characters are and what they're doing, because you jump around a bunch to where everyone is, but it's consistently interesting in what's going on, and you're seeing some behind the scenes, kind of the backstabbing happening, and it's very brutal. It's a very brutal time period as well, and there is an animal companion in here that I would die for. Okay, and then one of my favorite authors, this was her debut, and man, okay, so Forever Interrupted by Taylor Jenkins Reid was her debut novel. I have loved every single one of her books, hands down. This is no exception. This one, was a 5-star read for me. And for a debut, the emotions that she pulled out of me was kind of insane. This one is following a young couple who meet, and they have a very quick whirlwind romance. They end up eloping, and he goes out one night to a store to get something for her and never comes home. He's hit by a car while he's out. And so she is dealing, and sorry, he dies. That happens very quickly in the book. And you see her navigate her grief. You see her deal with things she's learning about him after he's gone. You see her deal with his surviving family, who does not know that she exists. But she's his wife, legally. So that's awkward. The grief on the pages in this book is very realistic and just made a whole lot of sense. And it was also heartbreaking at the same time. But yeah, just the emotions that she pulled out of me for a debut novel was fantastic. Okay, guys, those are 5 books that were debuts by authors that I absolutely love, and I was blown away by them 100%. So let me know down below if any of these are books that you have read, if they are any authors that you have read. I would love to know that as well, and what has been a standout debut for you, whether it's brand new, like just came out this year, or something completely backlist by a favorite author. I'd love to know. And make sure you go check out Lindsay and see who she's highlighting today. I'm excited to see what she's going to be talking about. And we will see you guys again soon. Have a great day. Bye.